This video is sponsored by Dubby Jitterless Energy Blend and by Reaper Apparel Company. Stay tuned till after the video to learn how you can save 10% off of your order. Alright, there we go. Hey, what's happening, ladies and germs? This is the PackerMan, and welcome to... I got this freaking thing on my mouth. This edition of The Fuel. Yes, it's quite a bit late, but I just haven't really been in the mood to do any videos lately. But for this episode, we're going to be talking about the 2024 AdventHealth 400 at Kansas Speedway. And that race was pretty damn good, if I may say so myself. There were a lot of people that were saying that the first 80 laps was probably the best stage of the entire season so far, and I agree. I absolutely agree. I mean, the racing in that first stage was absolutely amazing. And this is what I've been talking about, how when it's at its best, there's no other motorsport that compares. And, you know, you see a stage like that, and it's like, there you go. You know, let's see, how many pure lead changes were there? There were 7 pure lead changes in that one stage alone. Guys going back and forth. You had Hamlin up there, Larson up there, Chastain was up there. Christopher Bell had started from the pole, and then Larson and Chastain were just going at it for the lead for several laps. Of course, FS1, of course, Fox Sports just fucking sucks. Because of course it does. Because it went to a frickin' commercial in the middle of this great battle for the lead. And I'm just like, what the fuck? You know, and we gotta deal with these motherfuckers for 7 more years. Whoop-de-fucking do. So, Hamlin won stage 1. Everyone came in for service. JHN got nabbed for speeding. Chastain led the start of stage 2. But we had a 5-wide situation where Chastain got tight in turn 3. And both him and Christopher Bell went up the track, and then all of a sudden it was 3 wide. As Larson got the lead, Buescher was up to second. Like, it was crazy. And the sun came out during this as well. Yeah, the second stage was not as good as the first. It definitely settled down quite a bit, but at the very least it was clean. So there was that. And Buescher actually ended up winning stage 2. And then Buescher got penalized. Excuse me. Buescher got penalized for the pit crew being over the wall too soon. And then Hemrick got nabbed for speeding. So Larson led the start of stage 3. And then the beginning of stage 3 just, was just a mess. 4 fucking caution flags in 25 laps after being caution free for the first 2 stages of this race. So yeah, that definitely put a bit of a downer note on this. But then, after the race went back green on lap 205, there was actually a fuel mileage situation that was going on. There was a saving of tires that was going on, and we kind of got back to where we were before with the battling for the lead and stuff with Buescher against Hamlin. And the top 2 were trying to do some fuel save. Ty Gibbs had to go to pit road for fuel. And then Truex, who didn't have to save gas, he was coming in a hurry. And if this race would have gone green, I have a feeling he would have won this race, straight up. But then we had our 5th caution on lap 261 when Kyle Busch spins off turn 2. And I was like, God damn it. But I have a feeling that a caution was going to be coming regardless, because as it turned out, when everyone came in for service, some guys took 2 tires, some took 4. Truex in particular took 4. Larson, as it turned out, he took right side tires. His right front tire had gone down to the cords and was actually beginning to unwind. I don't think that tire would have lasted another lap. So he was extremely fortunate in that regard. Hamlin leads on the overtime restart, and then that's when it got crazy. Larson ducks under Hamlin. Buescher goes around the outside. They split Hamlin in turn 1 and 2 with the 17 getting to the lead. He leads the white flag lap. And at first I'm thinking, well, he's going to have this one won. But then Larson, I don't know how the hell he fit that car on the outside. There wasn't much room, but he did so. And the two of them were banging doors down the front stretch. And the crazy thing is, while all this was going on, Truex had managed to get up there as well. And Chase Elliott was right there too. Truex scraped the wall off of turn 4. And both Elliott and Truex were coming hard on that outside. And it looked like we were going to have a 4-wide finish there for a second. But we actually ended up with the closest finish in Cup Series history. 1/1000th of a second is the official margin of victory. At first, it looked like Buescher had won. Then there was another replay that looked like it showed that they were actually dead even, which is absolutely insane to think about. But then another replay showed that Larson had indeed just barely edged out Buescher for the win, although there was some controversy and some tinfoil hat wearing regarding how the start-finish line was painted and all that other shit. So, you know, there's that to consider. But, yeah, it was the closest finish in Cup Series history. The closest finish in NASCAR history still remains the finish between, I believe it was Tyler Reddick and Elliott Sadler at Daytona. I believe it was 2016. Hey Siri. What is the closest finish in NASCAR history?
As of 2022, the closest margin of victory in the NASCAR Cup Series is 0.
No, it's not. Not anymore, anyway. But I'm pretty sure it was Tyler Reddick and Elliott Sadler at Daytona. That their finish was 4/10,000ths of a second. So that is officially the closest finish in NASCAR history. But as far as Cup Series history, this race is the new King of the Mountain. Now, a couple things about this. The fact that we had an overtime finish to determine this kind of sucks. And those 4 cautions at the beginning of Stage 3, I mean, that sucked. And I wish that we would have had a long green flag run to get this finish. I think it would have felt a lot more organic than, oh, well, we got the finish because... Cat, watch out. Come on, move. Butthead. But we only got the finish that we got because of, you know, the stupid overtime. Now, don't get me wrong, though. The finish was absolutely fantastic. And honestly, after 4 of the previous 5 races have absolutely sucked ass, this was much needed. Absolutely much needed. So I'm honestly glad that it happened, truth be told. So, race statistics. I'm going to squash this in a little bit and then move that right there. There we go. That looks a little better. What are you doing, cat? Lay down. But we had 27 overall lead changes. 12 of those were pure, including a last lap pass, technically. There were 5 total caution flags, 1 overtime. There were 3,653 green flag passes, which comes out to an average of 16.21 average per lap. And Denny Hamlin led the most laps at 71. So, one thing I have noticed is that we're not getting the dominant one driver dominating the whole thing performances like we've been seeing in the past. We've had drivers leading a good chunk of laps, but nothing that's super duper dominant. So that's also a plus. But as for my final rating for the AdventHealth 400 at Kansas Speedway, this was a good race, and honestly, it was much needed after, like I said, 4 of the last 5 races have been absolute dog shit. So, my final rating for this race will be an 8 out of 10. I wish it would have been higher, but those 4 cautions at the beginning of stage 3, that sucked dick. Made a mess at the beginning of stage 3. And then, of course, having an overtime period, which also kind of ruined the potential long run finish we would have had between Truex and Hamlin. I mean, would it have been as good as the finish that we did get? I don't know, but it would have felt a lot more organic. So that's the only negative I have about the finish. Although, again, like I said, I would prefer that compared to what we had been getting the previous month and a half. So that's my feeling on that. But anywho, that's going to do it for this edition of The Fuel. I'm going to try to get 4 episodes out this week. This one, of course, is on Monday. And then the Darlington review will be on Tuesday. The All-Star Race review will be on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, there's actually quite a bit of news to talk about. There's a lot of shit to talk about outside of racing, or outside off the track stuff that's been going on. So I think that deserves its own episode. So that'll probably be on Thursday. No promises, but we'll see. But anywho, that's going to do it for this edition of The Fuel. Thank you very much for watching. And until next time, this is the PackerMan and Claw Kitty signing out. See you later. Hey, what's happening, ladies and germs? This is the PackerMan letting you know that tonight's video was sponsored by W Jitterless Energy Blend and Reaper Apparel Company. Special shout out to both of them for sponsoring my YouTube channel. W Energy is a jitterless energy blend that contains coffee fruit extract and was designed to give gamers a boost of energy without all the downsides of regular energy drinks like crashes and harmful ingredients. And there are several different great flavors that you can try, such as Dragonade, Push and Punch, Galaxy Grenade, Beach and Peach, Watermelonada, and the limited edition Palm Blom flavor. And don't forget to get you a plastic shaker while you're at it. If you're interested in giving W Energy a shot, there's an affiliate link down in the description box below. In addition to W Energy, this video has also been brought to you by Reaper Apparel Company. By clicking on the affiliate link down below in the description box, you'll be able to browse through many of their different wares, such as hats, t-shirts, hoodies, and other cool items. And that's not the only thing. When you place an order and you go to checkout, be sure to type in the code PackerMan and you'll be able to save 10% off of your order. And it would also help me out as well if you use the affiliate link, so thank you if you do. And also, special thanks to both Dubby and Reaper Apparel for sponsoring my channel. Hey, what's happening, ladies and germs, and thank you for watching tonight's video. Be sure to hit like and subscribe to stay apprised of the latest videos for this channel. If you would like to join the Spare Parts Gaming community, links to their Discord and Facebook are down in the description. Also, if you would like to leave me a tip for the video, a link to my coffee is down in the description box below at buymeacoffee.com/thepackerman71. Also, be sure to give my channel sponsors W Energy and Reaper Apparel Company a shot. Their affiliate links are down in the description box below, and it would help me out as well. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, this is the PackerMan signing out.